riders are on the start line, so we'll go through the lineup for you. The inside is Brady Landon from the USA. Alongside him is compatriot Nicolas Hohlbein, gate number 2 in blue. Nate Smith is coming out of gate number 3 in white. And off the outside is Gregor Zorko. So problems on the inside for Brady Landon. His bike packed up straight away, but coming from the outside, fantastic stuff from Zorko. Superb start from him. He did very well to get across. He's fired himself for the front. Hohlbein's running wide in turns 3 and 4, but he's kept it all together. But that Zorko, I tell you what, it surprised me. Gregor Zorko from the outside, riding superbly well.
Yeah, Zorko taking full advantage of machine problems for Brady Landon. You could see the frustration as he just banged the handlebars there on gate 1. He was looking to take full advantage of that in his opening ride. At the moment, race settling down. Zorko riding well, riding around the inside. Hohlbein did make a little bit of ground up on the second lap, but it seems to be settling down now.
Yeah, Hohlbein charging into turn 3, makes up ground there, but then drifts off the line. Zorko is in front. We're into the last lap. Lap number 3, and Hohlbein steady away in second place. Don't think he's going to make that move, and I do believe that Gregor Zorko will be absolutely chuffed to bits when you consider he's come from gate number 4. He did remarkably well. Eye-catching colour scheme. So the lineup for you in the red helmet colour is Carlos Gennerich from Germany. Gate number 1 in red. Gate number 2 in blue is Makar Levishyn. Gate number 3 in white is Sven Cerjak, and off the outside is Janek Konzack in the yellow helmet colour. So 2 Germans here up against the Ukrainian and the Slovakian. I've got to say, excuse me, Slovenian. Cerjak. Now, Cerjak is quite useful, and he has experience.
Yeah, and he's finished 1 point off a podium place in the last 2 SGP3 finals. So a little bit of frustration for him. He's going to be looking for those extra points, get himself on the podium this year.
Third time lucky then for Cerjak. Can he produce something out of gate number 3 this time? Away we go, argy-bargy in the first corner. It's 3 abreast, the man on the outside. He got force wide there, Konzack, but the man up the inside, his compatriot there, Gennerich, coming through nicely, the young German. He fires himself to the front with the Patrick Dudek lookalike bike and kit. Just trying a bit too hard there. Levishyn charged in and did a pirouette. He's gone down, red lights aren't on. And the man that was out in front, he's got to do it all again from the inside gate. That man, Carlos Gennerich. Start marshal just not too happy where he's coming from. So Carlos Gennerich from Germany off the inside in the red helmet colour. No rider out of gate number 2. Sven Cerjak is coming out of gate number 3 in white, and Janek Konzack will go from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. Now, often we see, the second time of asking, other riders getting the opportunity and taking the opportunity with both hands, and it could potentially be that man that misses out. So he has to replicate what he did first time.
Yeah, he does. It'll be Cerjak, I'm sure, that'll be looking for something more from this one around the first turn. He's coming off gate 3. Now does have that little bit of extra space to work with as they go into turn 1.
He does, and that could be beneficial for him. Konzack on the outside. He'll be tracks sort of dry in areas, a little wet. You can see the wet area on the inside there going towards the first corner. Green lights on. Cool, long pause, tapes are up, and we're racing. And into the first turn, it's Gennerich again. He runs into the middle of the track. Does nicely, actually.
Yeah,
he took care of Cerjak beautifully and was able to cover the move from the inside from his compatriot Konzack as well. So Carlos Gennerich out in front, replicating what he did first time around, winding it on, looking good.
Yeah, Gennerich, well, he made a move in that first turn that would any rider, SGP rider, would be proud of.
Yeah.
Just went far enough to stop the run of Cerjak without leaving too big a hole, as you say, for Konzack on the inside. So really was a textbook first turn off the inside gate for him. But coming from gate 3, I don't think Cerjak will be too disappointed with second place.
No, it's a bonus in truth. He's winding it on in second place, but this man out in front looks like he's got a motorbike that's quite quick. Rides very nicely, calmly on the bike, classic sort of style. Very different for Cerjak in second place, hanging off the side of it and almost leg trailing at times. But look, at Gennerich, he has flown away out in front and is going to win heat number 3 as a canter. Impressive stuff. They were going to come down, but fortunately they didn't. So the lineup for heat number 5 on the inside is Marek Ziman. He's in the red helmet colour. Gate number 2 in blue is Maksymilian Kostera. Gate 3 in white is Brady Landon, and off the outside is Sven Cerjak from Slovenia in the yellow helmet colour. The tapes are up. What a start from the Polish rider Kostera. He fires himself to the front, round the outside. We've got drama there. Certainly it looked like Landon came down. He did a pirouette in the first turn. Cerjak will not want to see the red lights now. He'll be hoping that the American gets up. Cerjak trying to recover. Turns left hard coming out of turn number 4. And a good long look at the Polish rider when he's in front.
Yeah, as you say, Kelvin, he had a good long look and decided, okay, maybe I'll turn early for this one. Had to stop the run there of Kostera. Of course, he knew he was fast, had a quick time in the opening heat, but right now, Cerjak, 3 points heading his way, but track is difficult, track is greasy. Certainly caught Landon out in the first turn.
Yeah, disastrous start for the afternoon for Brady Landon. It's not going to remain pointless after a couple of races. You've got to feel for the youngster. Just got it wrong, but this man hasn't got it wrong out in front. He had a solid 2 points in his first race, and he's going to come away with another 3 points to move on to 5 from 2 rides. Excellent start for Sven Cerjak. How about that? Complete the second block of races. Heat number 8, a tasty looking lineup for you, and the lineup is Bailey off the inside in the red helmet colour. Gregor Zorko, a winner first time out. Gate number 2 in blue. Gate 3 in white is Janek Konzack, and Rushen from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. 250cc machines. Age of the riders 13 to 16. 20 heats to find who's going to be crowned champion this afternoon. Pressure on, exciting times. We've seen some pretty hectic first corners. Will it be similar in heat number 8? Green lights on, tapes are up. We're clutches out and we're charging into the first corner. Fantastic start from Zorko. Zorko, a surprise package coming around the outside in the white helmet colour. It's Konzack from Germany. He forces his way through into second place. This is taking care of the favourites, Bailey and Rushen in 3rd and 4th. But it's all about that man who won first time out, Gregor Zorko.
Here comes Bailey.
Bailey squeezing up the inside. Nice ride from the Australian, but Zorko looks good in front. Bailey having to work very hard.
I tell you what, Beau Bailey's working overtime out there. He's doing absolutely everything. Bike's working nicely, definitely generating slightly more speed than Zorko. Chasing back wheels, we've seen it before in Prague. Gets tight coming into the corners, going to get tight into this one.
Bailey! Oh, that's going to be a big crash! Oh. Rider in red this time. Gate number 2 in blue will be Gregor Zorko, a winner first time out. Gate 2 in blue, Janek Konzack, gate 3 in white, and Rushen will go from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. Start marshals away, green light is on, tapes are up. Brilliant start from gate 2. He lifts quite violently though, but can he quite get that? Rushen's coming round the outside. Yes, he's made that work. The British rider fires himself to the front. It's tight down the back straight. They nearly clash, but there's no doubt that Rushen took advantage there. Coming round the outside of Zorko now. It's a real battle between Konzack and Zorko for 2nd and 3rd, but Rushen out in front. Just what he was looking for.
Yeah, this is a repeat for Rushen. He had got himself into 2nd place once the crash had actually happened, but I'll tell you what, it's all going on for 2nd and 3rd right now as the German Konzack's looking for a way around the outside of Zorko. Got a feel for Zorko out front, looking good in the first attempt to run this race, but this is a great result for Rushen. He'll move on to 5 points.
Zorko's a bigger rider, and with the 250cc machine that's more challenging regarding generating speed, but he's riding strongly. If he can manage to finish there, he'll move on to 5, but Rushen likewise will move on to 5 points with this super ride out in front. Rushen, who was a winner of semi-final number 1 in Kersgrove, he wins his 2nd ride here. Looks orange to me, but he's right there. So on the inside is Gregor Zorko on 5 points. Inside gate, red helmet colour for him. Sven Cerjak, gate 2 in blue with a warning. Villads Pedersen, gate 3 in white, and Elias, Jamil Jensen coming from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. I believe he's got a warning as well, actually, the young Danish rider. Here we go then, heat number 11, smashing line-up, green lights on, the tapes are up, lifting to the first turn. It's untidy, but he gets there, Cerjak, just about. He was looking to his left, but round the outside, yeah, Villads Pedersen, who has the fastest race-winning time, he fires himself to the front, and here comes Jamil Jensen round the outside. I love the way he rides, really eye-catching rider, but look at Pedersen go. Once again, failed to score first time out, but he's hit the front.
Oh, nice
pulling away, but Jamil Jensen super riding there to get through into second place.
Yeah, I like Jamil Jensen. I like the way he rides. He really weighs up each lap as it comes. He works out what he's going to do half a corner before, and he made a lovely move on Cerjak. He wasn't getting out of his way, but I tell you what, Villads Pedersen, when he hits the front, he is definitely the quickest man here today so far.
Yeah, he's looking fabulous. There's a battle now for third and fourth. Cerjak has faded a touch in this race with Jamil Jensen coming through into second place. It's now tied between Zorko and Cerjak. Every point absolutely vital. This man out in front's going to move on to 6 points from 3 outings. Pedersen, class of his own here, and he number 11. Championship Speedway. Gate number 14, riders at tape. Adam Nejezchleba off the inside in the red helmet colour. Marek Ziman out of gate number 2 in blue. Gregor Zorko, gate 3 in white, and Makar Levishyn off the outside in yellow helmet colour. Big race for Nejezchleba on the inside here.
Yeah, this one all about Nejezchleba, 7 points.
Yep. Here we go. Rode nicely in his previous ride. Got the better of the opposition. Fired himself to the front. Start marshal moves away, green lights on, revs are up, tapes are up, clutches are out, and we're racing, and Nejezchleba not quite there. It's out of gate number 2, and Ziman makes a smashing start, and he's done very little so far up the inside. Yeah, Zorko coming through as well. It's tight going into turn 3, and he pushes Nejezchleba wide, and that's a disastrous opening lap for the man from the Czech Republic, but for Marek Ziman, who's done not very much here this afternoon. That was terrific out of gate 2.
Yeah, the Slovakian's got himself out front, really determined move. Disaster for Nejezchleba, who started this race on the favoured inside gate, or one of the favoured gates. 7 points. I really thought he would produce more from this one, but you can't take it away from Ziman, looking good out front. Zorko's been in the mix all day. He's been in the thick of it.
Indeed he has. But a terrific ride from Ziman, who as I said, hasn't had a terrific day. He only had 2 points coming into this one, but it's going to more than double his score. He's coming under pressure, actually, from Zorko, who's trying to find a bit of extra speed. Can he do anything about the man in front? He's trying round the outside as they run to the line.
This is Pedersen if he wins his last one. So it's all to race for.
Exactly that. So Cerjak on the inside with 2 race wins will give him chance of gold here this afternoon. He's got the inside gate. We've just seen Rushen not score from there. He's got a nice jump. He's away nicely, a little bit out of shape, but does him a favour in truth, because he pushes the ride Bailey wide in the first turn. Here comes Bailey now back into second place with Nate Smith back into third. Look at Bailey carrying that speed down into turns 3 and 4. Absolutely stunning move from Beau Bailey. Clearly so disappointed with the way the meeting began, but he won last time out, and he is really charging hard here in E16.
Bailey really showing us what he can do now. Really determined, plenty of speed. You can see the disappointment in his interview. Thoroughly disappointed to be out of the championship running. Could finish on 10 points with a couple of race wins, so he could still be in with a chance of a medal yet. But Cerjak really needed a win here. Could have still been in a gold medal position come the end.
Just hasn't quite got the pace of the Australian in front, Bailey. And Prusa's at the back, spread out now, settling down. But it's the man in front, Beau Bailey, who came in as a favourite to win, finished second last year with silver. And let's just see how it pans out. But as shown, tapes ready to go. Yeah, he's going to make it. So the lineup for you is Maksymilian Kostera off the inside in red. Gate 2 in blue is Gregor Zorko. Karel Pruša, the late arrival, gate number 3 in white. And Gennerich, gate number 4 in yellow. Tapes are up, sharpish. We're off underway. Kostera gets there. Here comes Gennerich round the outside. 3 abreast, actually. Brilliant move on the inside by Zorko. But look at this from Gennerich, working so hard. It was very tight down the back straight, and the German has gone too wide, and that's a shame. He's trying to recover, but it's that man, Zorko's done well. Gennerich's done terrifically well also to come through into second place, but really and truthfully, he needs a win. Not good news for Kostera or Gennerich.
No, won't be enough for Gennerich. Zorko, I'm not sure what he can finish on 10 points. Yeah, could be in for a medal shout. But Gennerich done so much work down the back straight to get the better of Kostera. Looked like he was going to go forward, looked like he was going to get the better of Zorko, but just ran too wide on the opening lap down there in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, And that left the door wide open, and that allowed Zorko to respond and hit the front. And Zorko's shown a good turn of speed here in heat number 17. Gennerich will finish on 10 points if he stays there with a couple of race wins. And the man behind him, Kostera, not the same, but out in front. Not a lot of people chatting about him. Here we go then, the lineup for heat number 18 is Sven Cerjak on 8 points. Is on the inside in a red helmet colour. Adam Nejezchleba likewise on 8 points. Gate number 2 in blue, 9 points for Nicolas Hohlbein out of gate number 3. Gate 4, 8 points for Cooper Rushen, yellow helmet colour. What a lineup for heat 18. There's going to be, this is a real shootout here.
Yeah.
This could decide the championship.
All 4 of these riders know if they're going to have a chance of being world champion at the end of this, they need to win this race.
What a racing prospect. Villads Pedersen will be keenly looking on. He's at the next one. He's on 9. He'll be seeing what Hohlbein gets up to here. The best the others can do is finish on 11. Here we go then. Tapes up. What a start from Hohlbein. Absolutely electric. Out of gate number 3.
That's going to be pulled back.
Nicolas Hohlbein, he knows that he can ill afford to do that again. If he does, the referee has no choice but to actually exclude him, so he has to behave and be disciplined in the restaging of heat number 18. What a lineup it is. We'll run through it very quickly for you. Again, we've got Sven Cerjak on the inside in the red helmet colour, Adam Nejezchleba, gate number 2 in blue, Nicolas Hohlbein, gate 3 in white, and Cooper Rushen off the outside in the yellow helmet colour. Here we go. Yes, they behaved themselves. They're into the first turn. We're looking head on. It's all about Cerjak. Hohlbein missed it completely, trying to get up the inside. It's Nejezchleba that's hit the front. Here comes Cerjak round the outside. Cooper Rushen has come through in the 3rd place. Drama at the back and disappointment for Hohlbein, who was on 9 points prior to the start. He's at the back, but Cerjak on 8 points is out in front. If he stays there, he'll finish on 11.
Yeah, Cerjak heading for 11 points. This will do him nicely. Certainly in with a chance of a medal position. Hohlbein at the back. Disappointment for him. Villads Pedersen will come out in the very next race knowing he's got a chance.
Cooper Rushen needs to be a little bit closer to the action, because that was a fantastic move by Cooper Rushen, and we've only just now locked into it. Coming round the outside, that was some effort from Cooper Rushen to come through into 2nd place. But Sven Cerjak from Slovenia is out in front, and he's going to finish on 11 points as long as he gets through this final corner on the final lap of heat 18. What a moment.
Be giving an inch on the way to the first turn there with Bailey off 2.
So the runoff for the bronze medal, the lineup for you. Cooper Rushen on the inside in the red helmet colour. Beau Bailey out of gate number 2 in blue. Gregor Zorko, gate 3 in white, and Carlos Gennerich off the outside in the yellow helmet colour. Here we go for the final time this afternoon in SGP3 World Final. Settling down. Start marshal moves away. Green lights on. Tapes are up. The clutches are out, and it's the inside gate, or is it? No, it's not. Bailey gets there, leans all over. Cooper Rushen ran outside. Gennerich gets his wheels in line, gets himself to the front. Bailey now electing to go high and wide in turns 3 and 4. This is going to be a real race out in front. Bailey got speed though. He's coming on strong. I just sense he might have the pace to get back to the front.